You know, it's funny. Most of us, we kind of live life by accident, just reacting to whatever pops up. But what if? What if you could be the architect of your own life? I mean, not just a passenger along for the ride, but the one who actually draws up the blueprints for a life that's conscious, deliberate, and truly meaningful. Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now.
Seriously, just let that one sink in for a second. A brief, miraculous happening on a limited lease of time. Now, this isn't meant to be scary, not at all. Think of it more like an alarm clock. Because getting a handle on this one simple truth, that our time here is finite, it's a limited lease, well, that's the key. It's the key that unlocks everything else we're about to get into.
All right, so that brings us to the first big question, doesn't it? The central puzzle. If we know our time is limited, deep down, why on earth do we live like it isn't? This, my friends, is the grand illusion. It's this collective trap we've all kind of stumbled into.
I mean, really think about this for a second. Every emperor who thought they were some permanent fixture, that their reign would last forever, they're now just part of the soil, the same soil as everyone else. Their empires, their worries, their biggest wins, all of it just gone. It's a really humbling perspective when you think about it, right?
And that brings us right back to that core question, doesn't it? If we know this is true, why do we get so completely lost in things that, let's be honest, won't matter in a year? Heck, most of it won't matter in a week. We live as if we have this infinite rewind button, just ignoring the inevitable end until it's knocking on our door. Well, it turns out this state of living on autopilot, it has a name. It's called psychological drama. And what is that? It's basically the internal movie that we're constantly directing and producing inside our own heads. It stars all of our old grievances, our anxieties about the future, and every single label we've ever stuck on ourselves. And the biggest problem with this internal movie, this whole show, it keeps us from ever actually stepping into our real lives.
And this comparison just lays it out so clearly, right? You've got two paths. On one side, you're living in the drama. That's where your happiness is always conditional. It's always waiting for the next, if this happens, then I'll be happy. But on the other side, you're living in reality. And over there, you can actually taste the existential truth of being alive. Every breath in is life, and every breath out is, in a way, a tiny rehearsal for the end. Life and death become a kind of tango.
Okay, so how do we escape all that drama and actually step into reality? Well, it all starts with managing your inner world. And look, this isn't some abstract theory. This is a practical, hands-on strategy for moving from total chaos to a state of clarity.
Now, here is an absolutely critical distinction we have to make. Think about it. Our lives are basically made of two core resources, right? Time and energy. Now, we are obsessed with managing time, but you can't. It's impossible. It just rolls on at the exact same pace for everybody. The real game changer, the one thing you actually can control, the thing you can enhance and focus and direct, is your energy. And I absolutely love this metaphor. Just imagine for a second that you are the manager of the most sophisticated chemical factory on the entire planet, and it's right inside you. Your thoughts, your emotions, those are the ingredients. Now, a skilled manager, they produce bliss, vitality, joy. A poor one, they just churn out endless batches of stress and misery. The key, the whole point, is realizing that you are the one at the controls. But of course, there's something that gets in the way. It's this internal noise, this constant, rambling, unconscious chatter in your mind that just drains your precious energy. To use the factory metaphor, it's the product of a factory with zero quality control. It's just running on autopilot, using old data and bad habits.
And this analogy just says it all, doesn't it? Imagine trying to write a beautiful, clear message, the story of your conscious life, on a blackboard that's already covered in a million random scribbles. You can't. It's impossible. So the first step isn't trying to write something new over all that mess. The first step is to wipe the board clean.
So the question is, how do we wipe that board clean? Well, first things first, you have to stop reacting. Just stop being available to every single ping, notification, and provocation that begs for your attention. Step 2, you practice silence. And not as some empty void, but as an amplified presence, a space where you can finally hear your own inner voice. And that's how you find your deep I, that core observant part of you that's always still, always alert, and vitally alive. It's just been buried under all the noise.
Now, once you start managing your internal energy, something truly incredible starts to happen. It actually begins to change your external world. This is all about understanding how your energy flows out and what it creates. Think of this as a fundamental law, like a law of motion for your life.
Every single bit of energy you put out into the world, whether that's at home, at your job, in your relationships, it's all coming right back to you. That focused passion you bring to a meeting, or just simple patience with your family, it doesn't just vanish, it creates a ripple. And that ripple comes back as new opportunities, stronger connections, and deeper trust. Because people always notice genuine presence and excellence.
And this really gets to the core mindset shift. Most of us, by default, operate from the old paradigm. What can I get out of this? It's all about personal gain. It's transactional. But a conscious life is built on the new paradigm. How can I serve? How can I provide real value? When you shift to that, and your work becomes a just cause, it stops being just a transaction. It starts becoming part of your identity.
Okay, this brings us to the final piece of the architecture we're building here. And it's all about adopting a mindset that isn't about winning or losing, but is instead about perpetual, endless growth.
Just look at that number, 98%.
It's staggering, right? That represents the estimated potential that most of us leave completely untouched. And why? Well, it's because we get trapped by the fear of judgment. You know, what our colleagues will think, what our friends might say, what our own darn inner critic will scream at us if we dare to try something new. So we stay in these little comfort zones that feel safe, but are actually slowly suffocating our true potential.
So how do we break free from that trap? It's by changing the game you're playing. You have to stop playing the finite game. That's the one where the goal is just to beat other people, to be number one. It has winners and losers. Instead, you start playing the infinite game. In this game, your only competitor is the person you were yesterday. The goal isn't to win. The goal is to keep playing, to keep serving, to keep growing forever.
So playing this infinite game, it requires a whole new set of commitments. For starters, stop waiting to become the person you want to be. Start practicing who you want to be right now, today. And instead of picking apart your failures again and again, dissect your successes. Figure out what's working and do more of it. Say to yourself, I am unstoppable, and actually mean it. And always, always remember this: excellence is the absolute best answer to any kind of doubt, especially your own.
Okay, we have covered a lot of ground. We've talked about some big ideas. So now, let's bring it all down to earth. Let's make it real with one simple but powerful action you can take as soon as tonight. And this quote right here, it frames the challenge perfectly. We get so incredibly serious about our psychological drama, don't we? Our worries, our stories, our anxieties. It's time to stop being so serious about that and start being serious about the actual process of being alive.
So here it is, your 2-minute challenge. It is incredibly simple. Sometime tonight, before you go to bed, find a quiet place, and please put your phone in another room. Then, just for a moment, set aside all your gathered identities, your job title, your status, your worries, your to-do list, and for 2 minutes, that's it, just 120 seconds. Just sit there and experience yourself simply as the life that you are, as that brief, miraculous happening.
And that really brings us to the final, and maybe the most important question of all. After everything we've talked about, what is the one truth that you are now ready to face today? Is it your own mortality? Is it that 98% of untapped potential you've been sitting on? Or is it that psychological drama you've let run the show for far too long? Because a conscious life, it doesn't start tomorrow. It starts the moment you finally face your truth. So what's yours?